Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, a pair of NFC West rivals set to do battle. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers.
Joshua Carty to kick off for the Rams.
Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
Their own 25-yard line.
Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Modest start to long game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Purdy on the play action. Look at this fullback now. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Get set.
No give, it's McCaffrey headed right. Give him about 3 on that first down carry.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. On the gun is Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. And the 49ers have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Get set. 18, what's up?
3rd and long, hanging the throw. Brought in. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Purdy gonna go on fourth. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's gonna go over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Stafford to the air to start us off. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Alert! Hey, 54! Hey, 5-0!
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Now that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now.
White, 180! Stay 50, stay 50!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's everything he has under this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're gonna be stuck with a 4th and long. I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. He fields this at the 18. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Get set, get set!
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Downs to approach here from the 40.
Outside! 18! Watch out!
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, It can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. For that defense, who puts a sack on the board. There's no question, Kate, that the big play is down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage against good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Outside. Yellow. Yellow.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. First carry now for Kyren Williams. For the 2nd level at the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down. He got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Finds his back, Kyren Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Ready. Waiting.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down.
White.
Stafford from the gun. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long. Ethan Evans on down to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
1. Rams going nickel here on 3rd down.
Get set.
On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
First down throw by Purdy. Flip on the right side. That's Ayuk. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Get set. Up.
That's completed out to the right. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Outside. Around.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation, but even more, better execution.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Blitz coming for Purdy. Left side secured by Ayuk. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Okay, that was on the field, the young high school quarterback just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other.
There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Lady.
To throw, Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
To the air we go on second. Stafford. It's a box. This is Terrence Ferguson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Lady!
Stafford back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
It wasn't the first time, Kate, you've called this guy's name, but definitely one of the hardest sacks he's going to have. A lot of range required to get that one done, but an impressive negative tackle for loss.
Following the sack, they need a big chunky yards here, Brock. It is second down and very long. They motion a receiver left. On the play fake, here's Stafford. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
260!
Third and long now for Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up fourth and long.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Now he starts from the 6. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Get set! Get set!
From the gun is Purdy. And a first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. That's good room at the 35. Down the sideline to the 45. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him in the field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So as we all recover from that last play, it's first and 10 near the red zone.
Watch out!
Draw play. This is McCaffrey. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Outside! 18!
Shotgun snap for Purdy.
As a quarterback, every decision you make has got a consequence. Some good, some bad. But that one right there, throwing into double coverage, making that decision to force the issue into double coverage in the end zone, that's a consequence that pays dearly.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Stafford now on first down. Looking slant round, complete. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Forced out to his right. And that one is incomplete. incomplete. There's a flag down, though. If someone was across that line, this could end in a first down after all. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Lady! Hey, 50! Zebra!
Here's Stafford. Chased out to his right. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Hey, give me radar! 10!
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. That's complete. Nakua on the left side. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Alert!
First and 10. Here's Stafford. That's complete. 2-2 Atwell. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
Rams, first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down, ball at the 36. Stafford throwing again. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. And in motion, out of the slot. Stafford now on 2nd and 10. Nakua here, he's got it! To the house, touchdown LA! The Rams get their first points of this game just before halftime. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown! Manage that clock beautifully, down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams tie this game 7-7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Isaac Gorindo to return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Buccaneers take over on 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. He's going deep this time. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Ready. Waiting. Look behind.
Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take the lead right away in half number 2. Kyren Williams, the touchdown. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Get set.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That run may not have got you at first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Get set. Get set. Up.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
Set. Stop.
They pick the handoff now, Stafford. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set. Libra. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. 32.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Flush out out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Action now for Stafford. He rolls to his right. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Deommodore Lenoir. And the 49ers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Get set. Get set. Up.
They stick with McCaffrey. Second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. It's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Outside. Up.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Up.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers parlay the interception into points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. What happened?
Here's Williams to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Goes to the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Monday.
Stafford. Knock off pass to Williams. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, Rams.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Running back sent in motion. First down throw here for Stafford. Screen here for Williams. Jukes away from one. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. First and 10 from the 41. Give to Williams from the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Stafford from the gun. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
This is such the back-and-forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Caught near the goal line. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. Big strike here to Williams. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 31-yard play, and it brings up an LA first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
just get the play off. That one complete to Whittington. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Sanford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and goal, Los Angeles.
Get a lady! Get a lady! 50-50.
Working inside the red zone. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
250. Hey, 5-0. Hey, 22. Hey, 22.
Now Stafford again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down, that's check down, that's check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Ready. Move 60. Omaha, ready, move. White. Stop.
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and goal. So a bit stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass fell incomplete. Now we've got 4th and goal.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen. When these O-linemen run off the sidelines, big fellas, they're not going to be too happy about not putting one run on the board.
No, sir.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set.
On the gun is Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy hits him on the out route. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Get set. Up.
Hands into the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Left side secured by Ayuk. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Get set, get set.
On third down, Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the fourth. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
3 yards puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Outside.
Looking to throw. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers holding a 4-point lead. Dime coverage from the Rams as they get prepped for this 3rd down.
Get set, get set.
Back to throw it. Hits him on the in route. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Jake Moody now in a high-pressure spot. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better and make it another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Inside 90 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's caught by Williams. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback But on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Hey, 5-0! To the right, 22! 20 high!
Looking to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Defense getting in on the Von Brock with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Clock begins with a run. It's Williams. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a pickup of 11. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. Another run for Williams. He finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run.